episode 86 of the We'll Just Agree
to Disagree, You Say podcast.
Oh, I keep thinking that's still your part. It should stay your part. It doesn't make sense to come back to me just for one word.
After 86 episodes, we're going to change it?
It's the 86th episode of the We'll Just Agree to... You know what? One more time. It's the 86th episode of the We'll Just Agree to Disagree.
You
One
said...
more time. It's the 86th episode of the...
All right, what are we talking about?
Let's do it. Come on, we got to get it.
All right, welcome back. It is episode 86 of the We'll Just Agree
to Disagree
podcast.
See, you almost didn't do podcast yourself, boy. Don't come to me.
Guys, let me tell you before we get started on today's topic. I want to tell you what I received. A lot of times, me and Beyonce, we do a lot of show prep planning for the podcast. What do we want to discuss? What do we want to talk about?
Do we really?
Tomato.
Just lying to the people.
So usually we'll text, call, see each other in person. Out of all episodes, 86 episodes, never was I laying in bed and I got an email from Beyonce that says, quote, emailing because you are probably taking a nap. And I didn't want to text. Hopefully you won't hear this notification. Hey, yo, Beyonce, just like text notifications, you got an email notification sound. So
no, but sometimes people turn the email off because it can be work related and they're like, okay, I'm resting, but I do want to hear from my friends. So I'll leave the text notifications on. I know how it works now.
Did you really email me instead of texting me because you thought I was asleep?
Yeah, honestly, you had Big Jam on Saturday night, killed it. And then Sunday, you probably had something to do with the fam. And then Monday, you turned right back around and had Jingle Ball at the Allstate Arena with Kiss FM. Yeah. So, dude, you have been on one. No, so, yeah, out of respect to your nap, I wanted to just email you.
I truly appreciate the concern and the care. But I woke up from my nap. I did not hear it. I slept for like 4 hours. And I woke up and I saw the email. And I just looked like, oh, God, this is a special one you created here. Because all I saw in the email was the preview. And all it said was, I'm emailing you because you may be taking a nap.
And I really meant it. I know really.
It was so funny. I'm sure you really was like, I'm going to email him so it does not.
I did. Seriously, I did not want to disturb your rest. Unlike a friend of mine who texted me this morning at 2 a.m. and then I couldn't go back to sleep. So why do people text at crazy hours? But that's a whole nother podcast. Hey, girl, I still love you, but please don't ever text me that late again.
I do that because I'm up early, so I feel like if I fell asleep and forgot to text you back, when I wake up, I'm going to text you back and be like, oh, and continue the conversation. And if I'm up at 3 a.m., my head's not thinking you're asleep. My head's thinking we're up. I actually get offended that you don't text me back until like 8 o'clock. If I text you at 3 o'clock, why did it take that long?
Because I'm perhaps not awake yet like you. I don't do a morning show. I do a midday show. So why am I up at 3 a.m.? Please, anyone who knows me and has my phone number, which isn't a whole lot of people, but can you please not text me at ungodly hours like 2 a.m, especially if the text doesn't warrant anything? It was just like, oh, girl, I was told I just missed you at this party. Really?
And it's funny because I texted you before at probably like 4
I still love you, sis. But girl, don't do that again.
I texted you at like 4 a.m. before, but it was about work and I still got cussed out from you.
Well, I didn't cuss you out because I don't use profanity, but I probably was really upset. Yeah.
Okay. What are we talking about?
I don't know. We just went off on a tangent about 4 a.m. and 2 a.m. text messaging.
Within this email, you told me, talk about what you did at Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. So at Thanksgiving, I'm sitting around the table with the family, like extended family, not just immediate. And we were just talking about how, gosh, our phones, we were looking at new phones saying, oh, you got the new one. Ooh, talking about phones or whatever. And somehow we got on the topic of discussion of how our phones actually listen to us. I don't know if it's the government. I don't know if it's some robot somewhere. I don't know what it is, but it has happened to me in the past. A friend of mine has this hobby, and I'm like, I'm not into that, but we were discussing it. And then later on that night, I got ads about what we were discussing. I'm like, wait, what? And then I tried it with the family at Thanksgiving. So I just picked, okay, yeah, I'll be honest. I was like, okay, I'm gonna mention Christian Louboutin red bottoms on sale and let's see what happened, y'all. So we did that. And we were talking about red bottom shoes and woo woo, my sisters and I, and my brother, not so much, but my sisters and I. And so I said, y'all, I guarantee I'm going to see some red bottom ads within the next hour or so. And my one sister, the one you know and love, she was like, girl, you probably going to see them before that. It did take a while, but I promise you, when I got home that evening from the burbs, red bottom ads everywhere.
I believe you. How many times have I been in that studio with you? We're discussing something. By the time I'm still in there about to leave out, you'll literally be like, Ryan, look what just popped up. It is a little
scary.
Something is listening to this phone.
Yes.
And I'm about to be careful what we're talking about right now because they're listening. But something is literally on this phone that
is
up because it's almost like, have you noticed that it's only when you're thinking about buying something a lot of times? Like I know at least for me. So I know for me right now, it's funny you said the iPhones because I'm thinking about getting the new iPhone. And I'm starting to see that on my social media. Or a lot of times, in my opinion, it's the retail-based items that then pop up to where it's almost like, are they spending marketing and advertising somehow with the government to know if Beyonce's talking about this, slide that ad into her really quick?
Yes, because you know what's popping up now.
And the problem is, though, people like you will click on the ads and then go buy. So it's showing them that it works.
Yeah, you're right about that. You are absolutely right. Now, how do we get them to stop?
You have to stop clicking on them
because I'm minding my own business here at work, and all of a sudden these shoe ads are popping up everywhere, and it's enticing me. Okay. I'm not that strong in that department where I can just stop clicking. They entice me. I want to see what it looks like.
2 words. Say it with me. Self-control.
Control.
That's what you need.
Self-control, but like on some real stuff, how do you stop them from even coming to you?
It sounds like you're talking about shoes too much, and it sounds
or like just anything.
Or it sounds like you may be doing something a lot that this system now knows that's what she likes. So we're gonna keep feeding her that, so that way she'll go pay. So now she's feeding them the money, and it's all back to the
money. Let me tell you what just popped up this morning. I thought it was hilarious. Okay, so y'all, Ryan recently was one of the hosts on our sister station Kiss FM 103.5 Kiss FM, and they had their big holiday concert, Jingle Ball. It's huge at Allstate. So Ryan was on stage doing his thing, but before all that, Ryan had to get an outfit. So Ryan and I going back, and oh, this suit is bomb. Woo, 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 woo. Today, all suits, floral suits, plaid suits, all kinds of crazy suits. I started to screenshot it and show you. So now, as a result of me looking up suits for you and now all these men's suits.
This is what's crazy, how detailed it gets. I'll post a picture on our podcast Instagram page. My suit had a floral print. The suit that me and Beyonce were going back and forth with was a plaid print. Like the fact that it's getting detailed of the detail, not that it just shows you suits, it's showing
plaid
you
and floral
that
suits.
Backstory, me and Beyonce was on the phone with me in the dressing room. Like, Beyonce, should I get this one? Going back and forth, sending her photos. So the fact that it's getting detailed of the detailed, because it's hoping you talk to Ryan about suits, about a floral or a plaid. Maybe she knows another guy who she can buy that same type of suit for. In my opinion, this all goes back to the dollar amount.
Yeah, I agree. And by the way, you killed it in that suit at Jingle Ball, by the way. That's what really counts. The fact that you killed the outfit.
Styling assistant Beyonce Fox.
Whatever, dude. You killed that thing. Okay, so not only that, But the other thing that scares me is when you go to a store, you know, I love that Dairy Queen up north where I go get my Reese cup, concrete mixer, whatever it's called. Blizzard. I love going up there. But one day I went, because I've been going there for years. So not that long ago, they started getting the little scanner thing where you take your credit card, you can hook it up to a phone, and you just swipe your card. So I go, and there's always different people, but they know me because I go often, but they don't know my name or anything like that. So she's like, okay, you're gonna have a medium. Okay, ooh, they know my order, everything. So they took it and swiped, and she was like, thank you, Beyonce. I was like, oh, hey, girl, hey. They do know me up here. No, they did not know me. They knew because all my information was already stored. So every time someone has one of those QR code swipey thingies, I don't care if I'm in Africa, all my info comes up. Is that not scary to you?
I was telling you, I've never used it where I've seen that. But for me, it's scary for me that when I go pay my tithes, I love the convenience that all my information is stored. All I got to do is type in my email, boom, they got my card number, everything, my name, everything. And all I got to press is pay now. I love it because I don't want to sit there and type all my card number in because I may rethink, like, Lord, this week, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, no.
So I love that I can just accept, pay. There you go, Lord. There you go, Lord. You know,
10%, buddy.
10%. I got to do it Friday. But it is scary how they can easily. I want to go back to when I first started retail, right? Shout out to DSW. When I first started retail 6 years, way before 6 years ago, if someone paid with a credit card, we had to ask for an ID.
Yes.
We had to do certain procedures that you had to make sure and confirm this is Beyonce's card. This is blah, blah, blah. These are the Beyonce. Can you read to me the last 4 numbers? You know what I'm saying?
Those days are over.
Can I see the signature on the back of the card? I do think we need to get back to that because it is getting a little scary.
Now all you have to do is tap the darn card. You don't even have to swipe it. Just tap it.
No.
Crazy.
And it's so mad because everybody's doing that. And I don't think I have the updated card. So every time I go somewhere, like I love Chick-fil-A. They like how Dairy Queen knows you. The Chick-fil-A in Orland knows me. What up, everybody from Chick-fil-A in Orland? I love y'all. See y'all about 2 to 3 times a week. Every time they be like, don't judge. Every time they be like, just tap the card. I be like, I don't have to tap the card. Put the card in the thing. Like, I don't like all this.
I don't mind the tap because I don't have to swipe my card with everybody else's cards that's been swiped. That came from COVID, you know, just tap, contactless. I get that part. But another thing that scares me, one more, the whole QR code piece. Like, I'm gonna do this one upside down. Like these things, these QR codes, everybody knows what that is, right? Yeah. Well, how about if they're that easy to make and you could just scan it and get any type of information that you want on anything? What if they start doing that on people? Like all these businesses have my credit card information. What if someone comes up, some techie comes up with a code? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's Beyonce Fox's info. Somebody build a QR code for her.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think it's what if. I think it's been done. It just hasn't dropped yet.
Hey. We're doomed.
Hey, don't forget back to like episode 3 or 4, maybe, when you were like, I love change. Everything about life is changing and evolving. And I love that we're changing. Because you know what we were discussing when we had that topic, when I was not happy about something that was happening. But you were like, I love change. Well, welcome to the change that you love.
Yeah, I do, but it's starting to hit home now. Getting a little too close to my personal business. That's the only difference. But yeah, it's scary, dude. It's really scary. But I do feel like people are listening at all times, you know, and that's not just on the phone. I feel like that's everywhere we go. Whether we're going to the dental office, whether we're going to shop at Macy's, people are always watching and listening no matter where you go, no matter what you do anymore.
Beyonce, let's test it out right now. Okay. I want you to say something that you're considering buying or that you really want to buy. And then on next week's episode, are you here next week?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. On next week's episode, we're gonna follow back to see if any ads popped up surrounding what you're about to say you're wanting to buy right now.
Okay. Yeah, I would like that new Tiffany and Fendi handbag. Although I can't afford it, I just would like to have it. So listen up, phone. Phone. Send me some ads. The new Tiffany baguette with the collaboration with Fendi.
The phone said, "Can you say something cheaper, please?"
Oh, okay. The new iPhone. Is it a 14? 14?
I think.
The new iPhone 14, 13, 12, whatever it is. It's got to be 14 by now.
You want a new iPhone?
Yeah, that. New iPhone. Apple. Yeah, that.
You know what I love? Is that you talking into like you doing a video. You could have just left the phone on the table.
I know, but I want them to see and hear me because I know somebody's watching.
Oh my God. All right. So next week, guys, when we're back, we're going to see if there was an ad from now until then that popped up about a Fendi, Tiffany, something I can't pronounce, or the iPhone.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Or if anybody's listening or watching and just wants to bless me with either or, you can do that too.
All right, guys.
And that is episode 86 of the We'll Just Agree to Disagree podcast. I'm Beyonce Fox, all social media platforms at Beyonce Fox.
I am Ryan Lee. Follow me at Ryan Media Lee. Also, hit us up on Instagram, guys, at We'll Just Agree to Disagree. Beyonce, I will talk to you in a few minutes.
Okay. Deuces.